New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Visit ryanfamily.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.
From Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts, it's New England Candlepins. In our first Elite Eight show, returning bowler and finalist David Edison continues his spree against first-timer to the show, Michael Erickson. In Game 2, Jason Gauthier Sr. looks to protect the family name against Big Sean Taylor. Now let's roll with your host, Jay Horrigan.
Welcome to New England Candlepins, and we are here with our bowlers for our first matchup in our Elite Eight of our 2016 Summer Series. Our bowlers today are David Edison and Michael Erickson as we march towards the champion of our Summer Series. First of all, we're going to talk to David Edison. David, are you ready, prepared for this elusive match that you want to advance towards? Damn it, son of a gun. Thank you, Richie. Welcome to New England Candlepins and our 2016 Summer Series. We are here with our bowlers in our Game 9 of our 5th episode, our 2016 Summer Series. First, we're going to talk to David Edison. David, this is where you got last time you were here. Into the second match, your second match. Are you ready to bowl, and are you looking to move further along than you did last time?
I hope so. I feel pretty good right now. I bowled well in the first round. Hopefully I can carry it over the second round.
Absolutely. Have you ever bowled against Michael?
No, I've never met him before until today. I know he's a good bowler, but I've never met him, never bowled against him, but I know he's going to be tough to beat. So.
Yeah, he's a very good bowler. Have you sensed any ill will, any trouble between the two of you?
No, not yet, but I'm ready for anything.
Okay. Is there any way I could cause any trouble?
I'm sure you can think of something.
I'm sure I can. Trust me. And Michael, you bowled very well in your first match. You came back at the end. You were behind. You had a strong 9th and 10th frame, and you're looking forward to advance.
Yes, I am.
All right. You feeling good about the way you bowled?
Feeling a little less pressure this time around, hopefully.
A little more relaxed?
Yeah, a little bit more.
All right. And what about David? You feeling any ill will towards him?
I thought I heard him talking about me before we started, but you know, we'll find out.
Well, now that you bring it up, he was saying some things that were not very kind.
Maybe.
No, he was. It's not a maybe. He was. So, okay, we're going to let our bowlers get ready. I'm going to go sit down. I'm going to sit next to Richie Myrick, and I'm really looking forward to that, and then we're going to get our show going. So once we get seated, we are going to start with our first match in today's show. Welcome back to New England Candlepins. We're ready for our first Elite 8 matchup between David Edison and Michael Erickson. First up on lane 1 is David Edison. Good luck, guys.
A little off the head pin to start.
And that voice there is not Jason, but Jeremy Seaholm.
Oh, what a shot to start.
Dave in his second venture to the Elite Eight.
Decent mix out of that 3-6 hit.
Yep.
Leaves the 1, 2, 5, 7, and 9. A little wood in the back. It's a decent 5 fill out of the ball he threw.
Looking to get at least one here.
stepping up, we've got Mike Erickson. Beat Johnny Blaze by 13 pins. Had the clutch double early and the even clutcher. Is that a word? Clutcher.
Clutcher.
Either way, he had 2 marks to finish the match, so that was nice.
They were very clutcher.
For Erickson.
Good first ball there, drops 8.
Yeah, that's an awesome ball. Leaves the 6 and 9. Pretty sure that piece of wood is covering the 9. But I've lied to you folks before. Let's see what happens.
But in a loving way.
And you just lied again.
Wow. You know. I really did think it was covering. He gets the 10. That one's on me, though, Mike.
You know what? Mike thought it was covering, too.
Edison off to the left on the first ball. Good second ball, though.
Oh, thought he had it.
Big 9 there.
Yep, it's a good 9.
Head pin.
It's a good first ball in the 1-3 pocket. It's got the 4 pin here. See if he can pick this one up. Oh, he fits it through the hole somehow.
And a 9 box.
Put him at 41.4.
Erickson looking for his first mark.
Leaves 4 pins standing.
Both our bowlers looking for the head pin here.
And a nice 10.
So Erickson moves over to lane 2 for his 4th frame.
Opposite of 9 box here. It'd be a nice time to get something going.
Another beautiful first ball.
Ooh,
That's
that
going to
might
take it.
Oh, it
Gonna
is.
do it.
Walk that dog right across. 6 pin, the last to fall, but the 10th to fall. That's a big strike for Mike Erickson.
See if Dave can answer. Just off the head pin, but a lot of help. it is.
Nice pickup. They use the help nicely. Push the head pin right back into those last 2 pins, the 6 and 10. Timely mark there for Edison.
Yep.
Does find the head pin, but a tough 2 and 2 split. 2, 4, 6, 10.
Just misses a little bit on the inside. Seven.
So that'll put David Edison at 64 through 6 completed boxes, and now Erickson 39 through 4, but he is sitting on the strike here. Let's see what he can put on this. Half Worcester left.
Still got another one, fortunately.
And outside. It's a gutsy move. Pays off for him, though. He gets 8 on the fill.
I've actually had more luck with that shot on the outside than I have on the inside.
Yeah, the only danger with that on a strike is if you go through the hole, you know, get the 2 filled, and you're still staring at the same leaf for your 10 box.
It's true.
So it'll be an 8 for Mike. That puts him at 55. Horseman to the right.
Leaves the head pin.
That was kind of interesting. The 10 fell a little bit late there.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened. Thought I missed something. Don't say it.
So that 9 gives us an all-even match. We're playing a little 4-box game here, folks. We've got 64 apiece here. Can't get much closer than tied. Can it, Jay?
I'm trying to think. Give me a moment.
All right. We'll be back in a few, folks.
I'll get back to you later.
Edison with the 1, 8, 10.
Just missed the head pin.
He didn't miss that by much.
Nope.
Oh, every pin you can get at this juncture. That's a big 10.
When you're
It's a
tied,
great shot, great shot.
when you're tied, you want to get as many pins as you can.
Yeah, because if you get as many pins as you can, you can't be worse than tied after that.
Right, right. Well, if you get them all. Possibly. Or not. I'm going to be back over here. I'll leave it to the professionals.
He uses the term professionals loosely. It'll just be 8 there for Edison.
That's why when people ask me the strategy of this game, I just tell them, knock as many pins as you can down and as few balls as possible. If you can do that,
Yeah.
you'll do fine.
The door is open for Erickson here. Stepping in.
That's a big pitch right there.
Leaves the 8-pin, double wood. Sometimes this gets a little jumpy here.
Just like that.
Yep.
I've been right 1 out of 2 times this
There you
year.
go.
That's why I got the lucrative contract extension.
Excuse me?
They pay me in popcorn. It's fantastic. It's a good 10.
I've been trying to negotiate mine. I have to make a notation there. To have a meeting with the big boss
We're
afterwards.
gonna have to talk to the boss.
Yes. Maybe that's why Mr. Chestercove isn't here. That whole fake sinus infection thing. 8 count there for Erickson.
Yeah, he smoked the 1-3, but he leaves a really tough shot. He's hit the 5 and 7, but a piece of wood behind there can't hurt him, I don't think, in this situation. He might be able to clip it a little bit fuller than he normally would. Off to the right. Big pins here. Spins that wood into the 5 pin, and
1 pin lead going into the last 2
that
boxes.
is a big pin.
Off the head pin, but
Edison
leaves
just
a-
a little
leaves
bit
a decent
off.
leave.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh. Huh.
We could have done anything there.
Yeah.
Again, huge pins.
Nine
Standing. Puts him at 91 through 9. Again, he was down 1 pin going into that box, so that 9 box likely isn't going to help him.
Mark here goes a really long way.
Sure does.
Head pin. And he leaves the Worcester.
He's got the 2 and the 8.
That wood on the left may help him a little bit.
We'll find out. Oh, sure
Oh,
did. Good
wow.
call, Jeremy. And that's a big mark for David Edison. What's even bigger right here is what he puts on it.
Right.
Great ball.
There's 9.
Fantastic. That's the kind of finish he was looking for, and that's going to put him at 110 even. And that's going to force not just a mark from Mike Erickson, but a big one now. At 83, he needs 27 pins to tie. He needs 28 to win this match.
That was a huge 2-8 pickup.
It really is.
Jake, notice 2-8, I said, the pins. Pin numbers?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ah, you're good
How many
at this.
years has that taken?
I don't know.
I wrote it down after you said what they were.
I ran out of fingers to count on. 136 now for Erickson. Not quite a must make, but boy, it would really help. And he's on it. Does it. That makes things very interesting. That puts him at 93. Again, he's got to get to 110. He wants 7 or better here.
Six and a lot of help.
Will be 6. However, that makes this a must make. If he doesn't make this, David Edison is going to advance. One, 3, 6, and 7. Piece of wood there. Oh, and he clips it.
steals it.
He hits the 3 pin. The wood was locked onto the head pin, and he threw it right over into the 7, and he makes it. That puts him at 109. All he's got to do is stay behind the foul line and keep it on the lane. Well, that and get more than 1. Boy, this is an easy game, isn't it? Looks good. And
Big
that's
10
how
to
you
finish.
Takes advantage of his break nicely.
Not to take anything away from Dave. The big spare 9 on the end.
Yep. Great match.
That at 119, that was a great match. Great match. That Mike Erickson ends up winning 119 to 110. Both bowlers coming through in the 10th frame when they had to, when their backs were against the wall. What other cliches could we come up with?
Give it 110%.
112.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Thank
whoa.
you. Thank
All
you.
right,
We'll be
I'm
back
outta
to
here.
talk to our bowlers in just a moment. We're back here with our bowlers from Game 9, our first Elite 8 match. First of all, David, you seem to just be a little bit off the head pin during that match. But then you came through in the 10th frame and had that spare, the 2-8 spare.
Yeah, the ball was not accurate enough for the first 9 boxes, and then I thought he missed that 10th box spare, but he ended up picking it up, and he did 1 pin to tie me, 2 to beat me, and he threw a strike, so no doubt about it.
Yeah, you were, like I said, just a little bit off, and then you had to hit. That was a tough spare you picked up, and you picked it up, and you did a great job when you had to, and then he just came through when he had to.
Yeah, 2 spares at the end, good fills on them both, so yeah, he pulled it out at the end. I wasn't good enough the first 9 boxes.
Well, you did a great job. That was a great match. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Mike, what can you say? A great job all the way through with then 9th, a spare, 10th, a spare, then a strike on top of
I
it.
got robbed on a couple of marks early on that string, so the 10th box definitely was huge. I definitely missed that pin, but
Yeah.
little luck.
You seem to be rolling the ball well, especially later on in that match.
Yeah, I usually feel a little more confident as the match goes on. Early on, just trying to shake the nerves off as always.
Yeah, you seem to, as it was going on, you seemed to be more relaxed each time you were rolling.
Yes.
Well, it was well done. Congratulations. So you get to move on. You're going to move on to our Final Four, where you take on the winner of our next match, our Game 10 in our Elite 8. So we'll be back with our bowlers for our Game 10, the next matchup in our Elite 8 in just a moment.
What is community without community support? Without community access? Without communication that creates a common bond? You can make community by making community TV. Contact your public access community TV center. Learn how you can help, because you can. Volunteer today. When you support your community TV, you also support your community.
Welcome back to New England Candlepins. We're here with our 2 contestants in our second Elite 8 matchup. This is our 5th episode, our 10th game of the match. First, we're going to talk to Jason Gauthier Sr. Jason, you're going to take on the individual who beat your son, and you took him on earlier in a previous New England Candlepins show. How are you feeling?
Good, good. We bowled a good match the first time. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go out there and try to redeem for my boy and see how we go.
A chance of you taking one of your shots, not actually throwing it at the lane, but throwing it right at Sean, the ball?
That's a good possibility.
That's what I was hoping for. Sean, I don't know if you heard, but he's very upset.
That's fine. Like he beat me in last season, so it's time for redemption.
As well, I think it should be. Any chance of you, as he's approaching the lane, maybe throwing something at his feet or the back of his head?
No, it's okay. I'll just beat him on the lane.
Any chance of you throwing a ball at him?
No, I don't see that.
Any chance of you untying his shoes?
Probably not.
Sean's not really playing the game the way we're looking for it to be played. Jason is, so we're hoping Jason maybe prevails here. But may the best bowler win. So we'll be back with this match in the Elite 8 in just a moment. Welcome back, and we're ready for this match between Jason Gauthier Sr. and Sean Taylor. Up first is Jason. Good luck, gentlemen. Let the violence begin.
Are you trying to incite a riot, Jay?
No. That would be... Hello?
Because that's not how we want to promote the sport. I mean, I'm all for a good fisticuffs. I love hockey. But we can't have these people, fighting each other. Can we? I mean, can we actually do that?
Has it been tried? Has anyone...
We haven't tried it.
We could.
All right, well, let's just start with a spare then for Gauthier.
Okay.
How about 10 on it? How about 10 on it? That was absolutely smoked. There's a quick 20 for Jay.
See if Sean can answer with one of his own.
There's a nice ball and gets the extra one.
Yep, a little bit of help there. Well, hopefully that wood rolls off for him.
Looks like it's going to. Yeah, of course it's not. Makes the shot a lot more interesting. Ooh. Wow, off the wall and really a little unlucky that it stood up on the deck there. I think the shot carries if it's not there. It's a good 10 though.
Yeah.
One string matches, that's a really tough one to take when you're looking at the opponent with 2 marks in a row.
Absolutely.
You think you hit it nicely, you take a nice first ball. It's tough to come back. Let's see what he comes back with here.
Off the 2-pin. A little bit of break with the 1, 3, 6, and 7. And another 10 box.
So there's 20 for Taylor. Now Gauthier looking to get out with a big start here. Off to the left and leaves that popular cluster. 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Oh, he makes it. The head pin, the last to fall. That's very rare to see.
But as Jason did say, it was the first one that was hit.
He hit it first and it fell last. That's precision bowling right there. What does he do with it? On the head pin again.
But that just barreled straight through.
Yeah, that blew out the middle.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, and 7. Piece of wood to the right side of the 3-pin. I think he's going to probably try to use it here. He did.
And a tough 6 box.
Did want to mention our one of our sponsors, the United States Candlepin Bowling Association. That Dave Chestercove, who was out sick. Nice ball there by Sean Taylor. Richie, can you tell us a little bit about that?
I could tell you that the USCBA, and that's a spare for Sean Taylor. I can tell you that the USCBA is a proud sponsor of this show, and they are helping to promote Candlepin in any way that they can. Dave is the president and operator and founder of the USCBA, and we are proud to have them as our sponsor.
They've supported this show since we've been on the air.
Yeah, they certainly have. And we appreciate them, and we appreciate any sponsor to any other shows as well. We're all in this together, and we just appreciate all the bowlers that we had try out for this program. Encourage all of these bowlers to try out for all the other programs as well.
Jeremy, you said how many bowlers? Did you say 49?
Yep, we had 49 entries for this set of roll-offs.
I'm pretty sure that's a new record.
I was going to say, I think so, yeah. That's great.
Well, hopefully, I think the show's starting to pick up a little steam.
Yeah. Well, that's our director, Matt Ferrara, said one of our shows on YouTube has gotten over 25,000 hits or views. Whatever you get on YouTube.
Well, yeah, that's true. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
The tube on you. Yeah.
Yeah, tube you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you can find us on YouTube.
I defer to you on that.
If you are watching this on Franklin TV, you can also find us on YouTube.
Yep, you can just go to the Ryan's Millis YouTube channel, and there's also older episodes.
Yep, back in the Fico's days, you can just search for New England Candlepins, or you could type in Fico's Bolodrome, and you can find them from there.
Yeah.
We appreciate you tuning in. Gauthier off to the right-hand side, coming off a 7-box.
And
oh, is he going to carry the 10? He
the 10.
does. Put that one in the blender, will you?
Sean in a tough spot here, needs a couple marks.
Yeah, that's a big one coming off a couple of tough boxes with the 6 and 7 back-to-back for Jason.
Can hit. A lot of luck.
Sean Taylor with the 2, 4, 6. Oh, and he cuts it off the wall.
Catches it in the back.
Great pickup.
Wow, sometimes when you go outside like that, you see the piece of wood in the gutter come fly off the wall, but that wasn't the case in this one.
Nope. And a big 8 drop.
Excellent ball.
See if that gets Sean rolling. That spare pickup.
Through completed boxes, it's a 9-pin match now. Opposite the spare, and he makes one of his own.
Picks it clean.
That's a big shot for Taylor and puts the pressure back on Gauthier. Fortunate to carry the 2-pin on that one, or 4-pin, excuse me. So that'll be a 7 fill, leaving the 3, 6, and 10. Piece of wood behind the 3 I'm not too crazy about. I don't think he was either. I think he was going nice and thin on that.
Yep.
So it will be a 10, and that's 96 through 7 for Gauthier Sr.
First ball. Leaves the 10-pin.
You've seen Jason mostly on the 1-2. That was right on the 1-3. Let's see if he can convert the 10-pin. Oh, and he does. Might have taken the 9, too. Big mark in the setup box. You really love to sit on one in the 8th, and especially in a close match when you're, even more especially when you're blowing leadoff.
Correct. Off the headpin a little bit, gets a decent 7 drop with a 1-3-6.
Really fortunate 7 drop. Sneaks by, and at this point he needs every pin he can get. He needs at least a 9 box to keep it a 10-pin match.
And an 8
just
box.
get 8.
It's gotta come back here. Match the mark by Gauthier Sr.
Big pressure situation. Let's see what Sean gets here.
And we have another Caleri.
There's a piece of veal on the plate, though. He might be able to carry all of them. Oh, that wood almost came back and tickled the headpin.
And a 9 box. So needs a 12 plus a ball.
Up through 8. Jason looking for 8 or better. You want that magic number of 20 in the last couple boxes. Oh, it's just to the right.
That leaves the window still a little bit open for Sean.
high-low jack for a 10.
And a 7. 116 through 9.
So Gauthier heads to the 10th frame here.
Hangs that one out to the left. 4 horsemen plus the 9-pin.
Thought he was going to run it there, maybe a little bit.
How did that weave through?
The 3-pin came off the wall and jumped in between the 6-10 and just took out the 9. A lot of times it comes back and takes the whole triangle,
Yeah.
but that's a 126.
Door's still open. It's open ajar, but he needs a couple marks with decent fill.
And he does need a minimum of at least a double or 2 marks. 2 spares could do it. He needs 32 pins in 2 boxes to tie, 33 to win. That's a good start.
Is that
Absolutely smashes the ball. He's got the 5-pin now with a piece of wood. As long as he doesn't go too high, he should be okay here. There you go. That'll put him at 104. With a fill and a full box. Again, he's chasing 126. Pressure bowling here, folks.
On the head pin again, leaves a triangle plus the 10.
Yeah, he was a little light there. And the piece of wood is going to come all the way up to the lip. That puts him at 110. This is a must make. Threw
Got
it
the
over,
triangle.
too. That's a heck of a try.
Yeah.
Came down to the last ball, boys.
Good string by both guys. Tight match.
Yep, it's another good one.
So 126 to 120, and Jason Gauthier will avenge the loss of his son and advance.
I don't think he actually lost his son. I think his son's still okay. I think he's sitting over there.
Do you see him?
Yeah, he's over. Yeah, he's right
Well,
there.
see, with that victory, his son returns.
Well, it's a
That is
whole
amazing.
Lazarus situation.
That is
This
just
great. Wow.
unbelievable. See,
Wow.
that's what bowling can do in one's life.
Oh, you gotta love
That's why
Candlepin.
you need to bowl. We'll be back to talk to our bowlers in just a moment.
Welcome back. We're here with our bowlers from our second match of today's show. First of all, Sean, great effort. Just a little bit short at the end.
Yeah, I couldn't get my first ball going there. That was the difference.
Yeah, you had yourself 4 marks there. Jason had 5 marks. He got off to a quick start with the strike spare at the beginning.
Yeah, first ball, I had the triangle on the left side. I thought I hit it, and I didn't. And that was it. That was the game right there.
Yeah. Well, hey, another great effort, another great showing by you. It's always great to have you here at New England Candlepins. So
Thank you.
good job. Hope to see you again. Jason, great job.
Thank you.
Bowling strong. You seem to have, especially the frames that you marked, that you were right on, bowling well. Then you had a couple of frames where your pin count wasn't as high as you were hoping for.
Yeah, it was definitely a battle. Throwing good balls, getting marks, but when 6 fills, 6 box, a 3 fills, 7. I don't know where those balls went, but it was still enough to win.
Yeah, I don't know if Richie was listening, but I hope he noticed that I noticed that some of those frames you weren't getting the pin count that you wanted. So I was knowing what was going on there. So it was very observant of me. I'd like that to be noticed. So, but you advanced to the Final Four, so that's great. We're moving on to that next. That will wrap up this show of the Elite Eight. Next up will be our Final Four, and that'll be coming up down the road. So want to thank everybody for participating here. Our 2 bowlers, Jason and Sean, great job by them. Want to thank Matt Ferrara, Pete Fasciano, Chris, Sophie, Richie Myrick, Jeremy Seaholm, Ryan's Family Amusement, Franklin TV, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the United States of America, and everybody out there for watching. Thanks and have a great day.
New England Candlepins is made possible through the generous support of the U.S. Candlepin Bowling Association. Learn more at uscandlepin.com. By Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. Visit ryanfamily.com. By your community's public access channel. And by your Franklin friends and neighbors, good folks just like you. Thanks for supporting Franklin TV. And thanks for watching.